consequences. The contrast with how other nations are managing this crisis places India's response in its sharpest relief. A country in our neighborhood has shut all schools for 2 weeks, moved government offices to 4-day work week, ordered 50% of public employees to work from home, cut fuel allowances for official vehicles by half, and taken 60% of government vehicles off the road. This country has experienced the largest single fuel price increase in its history, with petrol up approximately 20% in a week. In another neighbor has closed universities early and brought forward the Eid al-Fitr holiday to save fuel. Countries in Southeast Asia have also had to take energy rationing and conservation measures. Honorable Speaker, sir, India's crude supply position is secure and volumes secured exceed what the Hormuz would have delivered. Before the crisis, approximately 45% of India's crude imports transited through the Hormuz route. Thanks to the Honorable Prime Minister's outstanding diplomatic outreach and goodwill, India has secured crude volumes that exceed what the disrupted Strait of Hormuz could have delivered in the same period. Non-Hormuz sourcing has risen to approximately 70% of crude imports, up from 55% before the conflict began. India sources crude from 40 countries as against 27 in 2006 and 7. This structural diversification, built through sustained policy over successive years, has given us options that other nations find themselves without. Refineries are operating at high capacity utilization. In several cases, they are exceeding 100%. There is no shortage of petrol, diesel, kerosene, ATF or fuel oil. The availability of petrol, diesel, aviation, turbine fuel, kerosene and fuel oil is fully assured. Retail outlets across the country are stocked and supply chains for these products are functioning normally. Additional allocation of PDS kerosene has been issued to all the states. Honorable Speaker, sir, natural gas supply has been managed through prioritized allocation and the position is stable, well beyond immediate need. India produces approximately 90 million metric standard cubic meters per day of natural gas domestically. A further 30 million metric standard cubic meters per day was previously imported through Gulf sources, now affected by the force majeure declaration of a major Qatari processing facility. The force majeure declaration, the Natural Gas Control Order issued on 9th March 2026 under the Essential Commodities Act established an immediate priority sequence. Domestic pipe gas goes to home and CNG for vehicles receives 100% supply with no cuts. Industrial and manufacturing consumers will receive upon 80% of their previous 6 months average. Fertilizer plants will receive up to 70%, protecting the agricultural input chain ahead of the sowing season. Refineries and petrochemical units absorb a managed reduction with the House that the shortfall has been substantially upward through alternative procurement. Large LNG cargoes are arriving on an almost daily basis through alternative supply routes, and India has sufficient gas production and supply arrangements to sustain this position even in the event of a prolonged conflict. Power generation for every household and for industry is fully protected. Honorable Speaker, sir, it should be noted that India was previously importing approximately 60% of the LPG requirements from Gulf countries such as Qatar, UAE, Saudi Arabia and Kuwait, and 40% is produced domestically. Procurement has now been actively diversified, with cargoes being secured from the United States, Norway, Canada, Algeria and Russia, in addition to Gulf sources. The LPG control order issued on 8th March 2026 directed all refineries to maximize LPG yields and channel the entire output of C3 and C4 hydrocarbon streams comprising propane, butane, propylene and butene exclusively to the 3 oil marketing companies for domestic cooking gas. Hence, in the last 5 days, LPG production has been increased by 28% through refinery directive, and further procurement is actually underway. Modi government's foremost priority is that the kitchen of India's 33 crore families, especially the poor and the underprivileged, do not face any shortage. Domestic supply is fully protected and the delivery cycle is unchanged. The standard time for booking to delivery for domestic LPG cylinders remains 2.5 days, unchanged from pre-crisis norms. Hospitals and educational institutions have been placed on uninterrupted priority supply. And their access to LPG is fully assured regardless of broader demand conditions. Field reports indicate hoarding and panic booking at the distributor and retail level, driven by consumer anxiety rather than any actual supply shortage. The House should be clear on this. The rush booking pressure in some localities reflects a demand distortion, not a production or supply failure. Delivery authentication code coverage is being expanded from 50% to 90% of consumers under this system. A cylinder can only be logged as delivered when the consumer confirms receipt through a one-time code on their registered mobile, making undocumented diversion effectively impossible to conceal. A 25-day minimum booking period has been introduced as a demand management measure in urban areas and 45 days in rural and Durgam Kshetra areas. OMC field officers and the anti-adulteration cell are coordinating enforcement at the distributor level. The Home Secretary has chaired a meeting with Chief Secretaries of all states to align state-level administration with the central supply and information framework. Commercial LPG has been regulated to prevent black marketing, not to penalize the hospitality sector. Commercial LPG is sold in a completely deregulated, over-the-counter market at market price without any government subsidy. There is no registration system, no booking requirement, no digital authentication, and no delivery confirmation mechanism. Any business or individual can purchase cylinders in any quantity at the point of sale with no government control in normal times. In a supply-constrained environment where public anxiety is elevated, this deregulated structure creates a direct and uncontrolled pathway for hoarding, diversion and resale at inflated prices. Had commercial supply have been diverted to the grey market at the expense of genuine commercial consumers and domestic households alike, the government has therefore taken the responsible course to regulate this channel with clear priorities and a transparent allocation mechanism. A 3-member committee comprising executive directors from IOCL, HPCL and BPCL was constituted on 9th March 2026. Extensive meetings have been held and state civil supply departments and restaurants associations across the country and are continuing. The committee has assessed genuine need by geography and sector to ensure available commercial volumes reach commercial LPG requirement is going to be supplied from today by OMCs in coordination with the state government so that there is no hoarding or black marketing. Honorable Speaker, sir, alternate fuel options are being activated to ease pressure on LPG and gas channels. Kerosene is being made available through retail outlets and PDS channels, and fuel oil is being made available for industrial and commercial consumers. The Ministry of Environment has advised state pollution control boards to permit for the duration of this crisis period the use of biomass, RDF pellets and kerosene coal as alternate fuels for the hospitality and restaurant segment for 1 month, which would enable establishments to switch and free of LPG for priority consumers. Consumer prices have been shielded from global market conditions. Despite the Saudi contract price rising 41% between July 23 and March 26, the PMUY beneficiary price has fallen 32 cents in the same period and stands at rupees 613 per 14.2 kilogram cylinder in Delhi. The non-subsidized consumer price stands at rupees 913 following the recent rupees 60 adjustment against a market-determined price of approximately rupees 987. Of the rupees 134 per cylinder adjustment required by prevailing global market conditions, the government absorbed rupees 74. The effective additional cost for a PMUY household is under 80 paise per day. Equivalent LPG prices in the neighborhood stand at rupees 1,046 in Pakistan, rupees 1,242 in Sri Lanka, and rupees 1,208 in Nepal. OMC compensation of rupees 30,000 crores has been approved against losses of approximately rupees 40,000 crores in 24-25. Honorable Speaker, sir, state governments have responded with full cooperation and active coordination. On 11 March 2026, senior OMC officials met with state government administrations across every major state. Maharashtra, Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Gujarat, Goa, Odisha, West Bengal, Bihar, Jharkhand, Punjab, Himachal Pradesh, Jammu and Kashmir, Rajasthan, Uttar Pradesh, Delhi, Haryana, Uttarakhand, Karnataka, Tamil Nadu, Kerala and Telangana and Andhra Pradesh. Chief Secretaries and senior officials have been briefed on the supply position, the priority sequence and the enforcement framework. District-level monitoring committees are being established. Anti-diversion raids have been conducted and cases registered in multiple states. This is cooperative federalism, responding to a national challenge with the coordination it demands. Honorable Speaker, sir, this is not the moment for rumor mongering or fake narratives. India is navigating the most severe global energy disruption in recorded history. Crude supply is flowing, gas is prioritized for homes and farms, LPG production has been stepped up by 28%. Consumer prices are held far below what makes markets and regional competitors and dictate. Schools are open. Petrol is on the forecourt. Every citizen, regardless of political affiliation, has a stake in that. India must stand united behind the energy warriors, behind the institution managing the crisis, and behind the national interest. The record of preparation and the record of response speak for themselves. I thank you, sir.
माननीय सदस्यगण, माननीय प्रतिपक्ष के विपक्ष के नेता ने जिस विषय का नोटिस दिया था, देश में गैस की कमी के संबंध में, नोटिस की प्रति मेरे हाथ में है और जिस विषय पर नोटिस दिया था मैंने उस विषय पर उनको बोलने का अवसर दिया, लेकिन प्रतिपक्ष के जिम्मेदार नेता होने के बाद भी बिना नोटिस के किसी अन्य मुद्दों पर चर्चा करना ये संसद की प्रक्रियाओं और नियमों के तहत नहीं है। अगर आपको किसी पर आरोप लगाना है तो आप नियम 353 के तहत नोटिस दें। मैं अगर इजाजत देता हूं तो आप बोलें, लेकिन ये तरीका कि आप नोटिस किस विषय पर देते हो और किस विषय पर मुद्दे पर बोलते हो, ये कोई संसदीय आचरण ठीक नहीं है। मैं फिर आग्रहपूर्वक कह रहा हूं, और इस तरीके से संसद नहीं चलेगी। संसद नियम प्रक्रियाओं चलेगी। मैंने सुबह भी कहा था, आज भी दृढ़ता से कह रहा हूं कि संसद नियम प्रक्रिया से ही चलती है, किसी को भी कोई विशेष अधिकार नहीं है। आप जाइए, आप अपनी अपनी सीट पर जाइए।
क्लियर कर दिया। लोकसभा में कैबिनेट मंत्री हरदीप पुरी ने देश में तेल और गैस की कमी नहीं है, पड़ोसी देश के मुकाबले हम बेहतर स्थिति में हैं और लगातार पैनिक होने की वजह से ही ये डिमांड अचानक बढ़ी है और इसी वजह से अलग अलग तस्वीर निकलकर सामने आई। सभी राज्यों के सीएस से बातचीत हो गई है और ऐसे में लगातार पेट्रोलियम उत्पादन को लेकर भी हम स्टॉक बढ़ा रहे हैं। सिलेंडर्स, गैस सिलेंडर्स यानी एलपीजी को लेकर भी उत्पादन बढ़ रहा है। 28% के करीब उत्पादन बढ़ाया गया है और आने वाले दिनों में उनका कहना है कि हालात चाहे जैसे भी रहें, इस स्थिति से सरकार लगातार निपट रही है।
आपके मोबाइल पर तुरंत आएगी ब्रेकिंग न्यूज। स्क्रीन पर सबसे पहले दिखेगी बड़ी खबर। देश दुनिया की हर खबर एक जगह। अब आपके मोबाइल पर तुरंत फटाफट इंस्टॉल कीजिए न्यूज नेशन ऐप और रखिए खुद को अपडेट।